Hi, I'm Kirby Allison. In today's video, I'm excited to launch this year's special project or digital trunk show of sorts with the renowned French glove maker Lavabre Cadet. Easily considered one of the finest glove makers in the world, Lavabre Cadet is offering Hanger Project customers the opportunity to commission a pair of semi-bespoke gloves constructed from individual hand tracings. Following the success of last year's special project, we have added 2 new styles to this year's special order that I'm excited to talk about on this video. For the full details of this year's Lavabre Cadet special project, click the link in the description or visit our glove page on hangerproject.com. Each customer will be sent hand tracing forms once their order is confirmed. We are accepting orders through July 31st, with gloves being delivered no later than December 15th. In this video, I'm going to go through each of the styles that we're offering this year, as well as show you how to take your individualized hand tracing patterns. What sets Lavabre Cadet apart? First, access to materials, and second, a level of workmanship and handwork that you just don't see anywhere else. Through our special project, we're offering access to 3 materials. First, Kidskin, which we are offering in both the polished and suede Kidskin. Second, Peccary, which is being offered in 4 colors in both a 1-piece and 2-piece pattern. And lastly, new for this year, Alligator. Yes, that's right, Alligator. Kidskin gloves. Lavabre Cadet is one of the few glove makers out there still making gloves out of kidskin, which is the skin from a baby goat versus most gloves which are made from Napa leather, which comes from baby sheep or lamb. Kidskin is incredibly soft and supple and an incredibly luxurious material for gloves. All of our gloves are made with full corks. Corks are one of the more nuanced pattern pieces of the gloves that you would have found on all gloves 50 or 65 years ago, but are all but extinct these days. Now, corks are the small triangular pattern piece that fits in between the fingers of the glove, which allow the fingers to sit more naturally on the hand and for the glove to seat itself better. This allows for just a level of dexterity and comfort not allowed otherwise. Corks require a significant amount of additional work and sadly a detail no longer commonly found on gloves. For that reason, we're very excited to offer it on all of our gloves here in this special project. Second, the nerves of our Kidskin gloves are sewn by hand instead of machine, which gives a nice subtle wave and elegance to the palm of the hand. Our Kidskin gloves are available with inside machine stitching, which allows for a more formal, sleek look, or outside machine stitching. Alternatively, for an additional level of workmanship, outside hand stitching is available upon special request. The gloves are available in multiple colors in both the polished and suede Kidskin with silk or cashmere lining. Another special detail of our Lavabre Cadet gloves is that the silk and cashmere linings are fully floating as opposed to being glued to the leather, and this allows a more natural interaction and prevents any type of distortion of the actual pattern of the glove because of shrinking or stretching. Peccary gloves. Now, the king of all materials for glove, without question, is Peccary. Peccary is a small, wild South American rodent that produces an absolutely soft, supple, and visually interesting skin that makes for an incredible glove. Peccary, again, is one of those materials that isn't widely available, which makes owning a pair of Peccary gloves all that more special. If you're able to find a pair of Peccary gloves, it is almost certainly made with a 2-piece pattern, which means that the top part and the bottom part of the glove are cut totally separate and then sewn together. What that results in is an interior seam along the index finger and glove. But exclusive to our special project and really drawing on Lavabre Cadet's incredible craftsmanship and access to materials, we're offering the opportunity to commission a pair of Peccary gloves in a rare 1-piece pattern. This is exceptionally rare because of the difficulty finding these wild skins in good enough condition to allow for both the front and the back part of the glove to be sourced from the same skin. Famous French luxury goods maker Hermes is one of the few places that you can find Peccary gloves, but even they stopped selling 1-piece Peccary gloves because they were no longer able to consistently source this material. It is incredibly difficult and unquestionably something only for the connoisseur. That is why it's so special for Lavabre Cadet to be able to offer one-piece Peccary gloves. All of our Peccary gloves are made with full corks and are available with no lining, which is what I recommend because you're able to feel the full softness of that Peccary skin. But this year, we're also allowing your Peccary gloves to be lined with cashmere or silk should you require a warmer glove. Our Peccary skins are available in a dark brown, a gray, a cork, and new for this year, a mid-brown. Additionally, all of our Peccary gloves are finished with hand stitching along the border. Now, Lavabre Cadet, again, harking back to their incredible tradition and craftsmanship, has a much higher stitch density to their hand-sewn gloves, which just creates a neater, more elegant glove whose quality can be seen in the details. Now, new for this year, we're offering a very exciting variation of our Peccary gloves, and that is a black Peccary glove with dark brown crocodile trim. This takes the Peccary glove to an entirely new level. This glove is made with inside stitching, full corks, and 3 hand-sewn veins. The crocodile trim is on the interior of the thumb and also along the border of the wrist. Because of the alligator trim, these gloves are made either with an interior silk lining or cashmere lining and inside stitching. An incredibly beautiful glove. I'm absolutely in love with these. They came as really quite a surprise. They turned out even better than I expected. And for someone that wants a very distinctive collector's glove that is different than anything anyone else would see, you can't go wrong with this Peccary glove with alligator trim. Alligator gloves. New for this year and exceptionally rare are alligator gloves sourced from Louisiana alligator. Yes, that's right, alligator. These gloves are nothing short of awesome. Initially hesitant that they would be too ostentatious, it wasn't until I was at a party at Optimo Hats last year whenever I saw a very elegantly dressed gentleman walk into the party wearing black alligator gloves. I was struck by how incredibly elegant yet somehow subtle these gloves were and resolved to order a pair for myself. After receiving them and offering them to a few exclusive customers, I've decided to add them to this year's special project. Again, here we see the exceptional quality of sourcing from Lavabre Cadet. The alligator is so incredibly soft that they're able to construct these gloves with inside stitching. That may seem like a small detail, but most alligator or crocodile gloves have to have outside stitching because the skins are too stiff to be folded inside to allow that inside stitching. This is an incredibly formal and sleek glove. There's no question that this is an indulgence, but it's absolutely incredible. As with all of our gloves, this glove is available with custom monogramming, and as you can see on my black pair, I've had my initials KMA hand monogrammed onto both pairs. We're offering this alligator in both black and a dark brown. One of the most unique aspects of this Lavabre Cadet special project or digital trunk show is to have your pair of gloves made based on an individualized hand tracing. Now we call this a semi-bespoke service because it's not quite the level of customization that you would get with a full bespoke service, but then again that requires you to travel to Paris and visit Lavabre Cadet personally. After every order is confirmed, we're gonna follow up with you and send you a hand tracing instruction sheet that includes everything you need to take those hand tracings. Then we ask that you mail them back to us or scan and email them to us, but preferably mail them. Once all the special orders have been bundled together, we're gonna send all these to the Lavabre Cadet Atelier in Melun so that they can create your customized pattern based on your hand tracing. There's 2 basic steps to the hand tracing. First is going to be to measure the width of your hand across the knuckles with the hand gently closed, and then second is to provide that hand tracing. So on the last page is included a measure tape that you can cut out. So just cut this out, or if you have a measuring tape at home, you can use that also. But we're including this just to make sure that everyone is able to get a measuring tape. Now what you want to do is you want to grip this measuring tape in between your index finger and your thumb and then wrap it around your hand and then gently close your fingers. right? Now you don't want to clench your fist, you just want to gently close your fist. Again, you're measuring this across your knuckles. My measurement here is 25.5 centimeters. So I'm going to write that right here, 25.5. And then what we're going to do is trace my hand. Now you want to make sure your entire hand fits on this sheet. And then with a pen or a pencil at a 90-degree angle to the paper, you want to start at your wrist and just gently trace around your whole hand. Now you don't want to push in too difficult. You want to keep a consistent amount of pressure as you trace around all of your fingers. Now, if you can, remember to take off your wedding band before you do this. As you can see, that is disrupting this process. And then make sure you get it into your wrists. Now it's important to take it into the wrist because that is going to let them know how far the wrist of the glove actually needs to come up. So there we go. We have my hand tracing. This is good enough for my left hand. Now complete the same process for your right hand. Again, you're going to take the measuring tape, grip it in between your thumb and your index finger, wrap it around, and then gently close your fist. So you can see this is right at 26 centimeters. For some of you gentlemen with larger hands, you might actually need to use a measuring tape since this only goes up to 26 centimeters. It may not be large enough for some of you. So in that case, any type of measuring tape would work. Just make sure that you're indicating the measurement in centimeters. So this is the right hand. And again, I'm going to trace it holding my pencil at a 90-degree angle. Now, whenever you're doing your hand tracings, it's important to have the same person do both hands. So if you want someone to help you with your right hand because you're right-handed and aren't comfortable doing this with your left hand, then I would have whoever you want to do your tracing of your right hand also do the tracing for your left hand. This just ensures that the relative pressure and the way that the tracing is done is consistent between the left and the right hand. As you can see, it's totally common for the right hand to be slightly larger than the left, and that's part of the virtue of this special project is to allow your glove to be made specifically for each hand. If you have any questions about this process, please feel free to reach out to customer service. We'd be more than happy to answer all of your questions. And once you're done with your hand tracings, we'll give you an address to mail these to us so that we can collect them all and submit them with your order. Now, it's preferable that you mail these to us just to ensure that there's no scaling issues that happen whenever these are scanned and printed. And as you can see on the bottom of our hand tracings, we actually have a 1 centimeter kind of scale for guidance, just so that we can double check to make sure there hasn't been any scaling. If you are an international client, again, we would prefer that you drop these in the mail to us, but you can go ahead and scan these and email them to us as a PDF first while those are being sent via mail. So I've completed my hand tracings, and so I would just simply mail these off to us here at the Hanger Project. So there we have all of the details for our second annual special project with Lavabre Cadet. I'm incredibly excited by the new styles that we're offering this year, and if you didn't have an opportunity to participate in last year's special project, I highly recommend considering it this year because the quality of gloves that we're offering from Lavabre Cadet are without question the highest quality, most well-made gloves available anywhere in the world. These are truly gloves for the collector or the connoisseur. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments section of this video. I'm happy to get back to all those questions personally. Alternatively, reach out to customer service either via email or on the website or by calling us at 800-495-3201. All orders must be submitted by July 31st, at which time we're going to bundle these all together and send them to the factory so that they can begin work on these incredible gloves. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications by clicking the bell to the right of the subscribe button so that you can learn whenever we release new videos. If you have any questions or comments about anything we discussed on this video, please ask them in the comments section below. And of course, please visit hangerproject.com, where we have the largest, most comprehensive collection of luxury garment care and shoe care accessories in the world, as well as many other incredible products for the well-dressed. And while you are there, subscribe to our newsletter to receive notifications of new product launches, promotions, as well as a weekly digest of all the videos we publish here on our YouTube channel. I'm Kirby Allison, and we love helping the well-dressed take care of their wardrobes. Thanks for joining me.